Have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white. Have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. just begun. So this is Christmas. I hope you had fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. So this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, for rich and for poor. The road is so long. So happy Christmas from all walks of life. It's time to unite us. Let's all stop the fight. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. So this is Christmas. What have we done? Another year over. The new one just begun. So happy Christmas. We hope you had fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, yeah, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Christmas without you, I'll be so blue, thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree. Same beer if you're not here with me. In the wind those blue snowflakes start falling. It's with those blue memories start calling. And you'll be doing alright with your so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Shawty with you, shawty with you, under the
gathering around the fire, chestnuts roasting like a hot July. I should be chilling with my folks I know, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Word on the street, Santa's coming tonight. Reindeer flying through the sky so high. I should be making the list, I know, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. With you, shawty with you, with you, shawty with you, under the mistletoe. With you, shawty with you, with you, shawty with you, with you, under the mistletoe.
Yeah, and now I'm rapping to my favorite girlie. Open up to me and you can get your presents early. Tell Santa that's for me, don't touch my milk and cookies. I whip the sleigh over, she'll be there waiting for me. Hey Roodal, ain't like the way I'm on my way to you. And through a blizzard, know my heart still burns for you. Mistletoe, you already know what I'ma do. So let's dance, I've been to France, I learned a thing or two. Parlez-vous.
It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. With you, shawty with you, with you, shawty with you, with you, under the mistletoe. With you, shawty with you, with you, shawty with you, with you, under the mistletoe. Kiss me underneath the mistletoe. Show me, baby, that you love me so. Oh, 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 oh. Kiss me underneath the mistletoe. Show me, baby, that you love me so. Oh, 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 oh.
Hoping that you'll drive
so very nice.
I'll hold your hands there just like
My mother will start to worry.
Beautiful, what's your
My
hurry?
father will be pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace
So
roar.
really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't hurry.
Maybe just a half a drink more.
Pour some records while I pour.
Neighbors might think,
Baby, it's bad out there.
say, what's in this drink?
No cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how
Your eyes are like starlight
to
now.
break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks so
I ought to say no, no, no,
Mind if
sir.
I'm moving
At least
closer?
I'm gonna say that I tried.
What's the sense of hurting my
I
pride?
really can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pleasant night to each and every one. Close our eyes and bow our heads for prayer, please. Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening, blessed Lord, with no strength, no power of our own. All our strength and power coming from thee. So, Father, this evening, we give you thanks, we give you praise, we give you honor, we give you glory unto a day like today, Jesus. So, Father, we ask your guidance and protection in everything we do tonight, blessed Lord. Let's do it with decency and order. In no other name but your almighty name, Heavenly Master. My God and King, this evening, I bring our Family United National Congress before you this evening, Jesus. Father, God of Abraham, tonight, I ask for mercy and compassion on each and every one of us. Mercy this evening, blessed Lord. My God and King, this evening, I bring every counselor before you, blessed Lord. Have your way within their life, Jesus. For 2024 is about to approach, blessed Lord. So I place them under your banner, blessed Lord. I want you, Lord, to make right wrong in their life. All crooked paths straight, Jesus. Open doors for them, blessed Lord. Everything that they put their hand to do, blessed Lord, let it bear fruit in 2024, blessed Lord. All, blessed Lord, the MPs, them, Jesus. Have a way in their life, blessed Lord. Where it seems to be no way, blessed Lord. I ask you tonight to make a way for 2024, blessed Lord. My MP are bringing a special way before you, blessed Lord. I bring him as an evening sacrifice unto you, Jesus. Mr. Rushton Parry tonight, blessed Lord. He and his family circle, blessed Lord. Father, I place him in your hands this evening, Jesus. My God and King, this evening. Walk and talk with his son this evening, blessed Lord. Talk to him, Lord, by the still watches of the night. For the heat is of the day, blessed Lord. Grant him favor in his people's eyes, Jesus. Father, mold him and make him in what you want him to be, blessed Lord. Leave him not to stay himself alone, but still support and comfort every need, blessed Lord. Father, I ask you to grant him favor, blessed Lord. Grant him favor in his community, Jesus. Grant him favor, Jesus. Father, favor in everything he put his hand to do, blessed Lord. Father, keep him under your banner, blessed Lord. Fresh anointed I ask in your life this evening, Jesus. My God and King, this evening. What must we tell you this evening, Jesus, that you do not know? You know we know and we know we still, blessed Lord. You know we thought before we ever think it, Jesus. Father, blessed Lord, look I bring, Jesus. Look I bring the head of the party, blessed Lord. We put the local leader before you, Jesus. wheresoever she may be tonight, blessed Lord. Have your way in she life, blessed Lord. Ah, Jesus, leave her not alone, but still support and comfort her, blessed Lord. Papa in every bend and side. Water she, Lord, as you water the lily of the valley. Fend she as you fend the garden of Gethsemane, Jesus. Father, keep she more than ever, blessed Lord. Pen she wrong for better repentance, blessed Lord. Have your way, Jesus. Have your way in our life tonight, blessed Lord. As we come to start and enjoy with our brothers and sisters, blessed Lord. You just take control, blessed Lord. And open our mouth and for the big good thing, Jesus. That we'll be able, blessed Lord, to go one to another, Jesus, blessed Lord. The goodness you have done, blessed Lord, through the years for this party, blessed Lord. And you still about to do, Father. Oh, place it in your hands this evening. I place the United National Congress in your hand this evening, Jesus. Grant us favor in everything we do, Jesus. We need your favor, blessed Lord. In no other name I pray, but in Jesus' almighty name. This is the prayer of my heart.
Thank you very much indeed, Sister Mary. What a wonderful day. What a beautiful way to give praise and thanks. Honorable Member of Parliament for the constituency of Mayaro, MP Parry. The Honorable Member of Parliament for the constituency of Urupuch East, Dr. Roodal Moonilal. The Honorable Member of Parliament for Komoto Manzanilla, Dr. Rai Ragbir. First Citizen Chairman of the Rio Claro Mayaro Regional Corporation, Mr. Raymond Kozia. Chairman of the constituency and Vice Chairman of the Mayaro Rio Claro Regional Corporation, Mr. Shaik Mohammed. Vice Chairman and former Chairman of the Kuva Tabaki Talpa Regional Corporation, Mr. Henry Awong. All other local government practitioners who are here this evening, those who are on their way as well, members of the legal fraternity, members of the medical fraternity, our dear friends from the law enforcement agencies who have joined us as well, and most importantly, our truly dedicated soldiers of the United National Congress, our friends and the community of Mayaro and environs, a very warm, cordial good evening to all of you. As we gather tonight for this distinguished dinner and awards program, it is my privilege to stand before you in the vibrant heart of Mayaro constituency. Tonight, we are not just celebrating an event. We are honoring legacy. The United National Congress, a movement deeply rooted in our nation's rich history, rich culture, rich society of ideas and ideals, have been the bedrock upon which transformative efforts for Trinidad and Tobago have been anchored. Our movement powers the unwavering dedication of our people, has been instrumental in shaping the course of our community and country. In the spirit of recognition and gratitude, it is my profound honor to join the Member of Parliament for Mayaro, MP Parry, in acknowledging and celebrating 8 remarkable individuals within our constituency. These individuals are not just members of our party, they are architects of activism, whose contribution have created enduring ripples across our community and beyond. Tonight, we pay tribute to their legacy. Let us rekindle our commitment to the values they have accomplished and they have championed, they have worked for. Let their journey inspire us to continue building a future of resilience and vibrancy. As our nation, we are proudly, as a people, we are proud to say, this is our nation, this is our home. So, let me take this opportunity on behalf of the Member of Parliament for Mayaro, the constituency office, and our local government practitioners of this region to say a very warm and cordial welcome to all of you to this evening's dinner and Legacy Awards ceremony. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, we would have with us, in fact we have with us, and we would be able to share with you an evening of light entertainment, some very important messages, and of course, the moments of refreshments and so, that will come after. But first of all, it is my distinct honor and privilege to invite a gentleman to bring remarks to you. He's no stranger to Mayaro. He's been in the forefront of the politics for more than 35 years. One who carries the name many, many years ago. The old stalwarts referred to him as Ram. Today, ladies and gentlemen, proudly ascended to the office as chairman of the Mayaro Rio Claro Regional Corporation and holding an office with distinction, let me welcome to bring greetings to you no other than Mr. Raymond Cozier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. Member of Parliament from Mayaro, MP Parry, MP Moonilal, MP Jai, all of the MPs, if there are other MPs in the House that I have seen, former chairman, vice chairman, all the men, councillors, soldiers of the United National Congress. A pleasant evening to each and every one of you. Come on, soldiers of the United National Congress. This evening is, to me, a signature event. And it should be a memorable one for all of us. Today, the Member of Parliament from Mayaro has taken that decision to honor, to celebrate, to recognize soldiers, stalwarts of the United National Congress. I really want to tell you tonight, do not take this special treatment tonight lightly. You know, thanks is something that we sometimes take lightly, but thanks goes so deep and so wide. And tonight, the Member of Parliament is saying thanks to the stalwarts and supporters, long-standing supporters of the United National Congress. And I think that is so instructive as we prepare to head into a general election. 2025, it is a general election ahead of us. And we cannot prepare from 2025 to go into a general election. 2024, it is time that we really start to get the boots on the ground, to get the teams organized, to get the districts organized, the community organized, because we are preparing to go into government in 2025. It seems like we're not sure about that. We are preparing to go into government in 2025. And don't take that lightly. Don't take that lightly. If you see yourself in government, that's the first step into government. If you doubt government, then you are creating your own stumbling blocks into government. And don't feel that we in Mayaro is insignificant. Because plenty of times we in Mayaro, our seats are announced first as winners. Yeah? So I just want to share that, you know, I started politics in 1987. I fought 7 elections. I lost 5. But I stayed. And that is an encouragement to all of us here today that we are fighters. We are determined to take back government. And we can only do that if we stay. Now is not the time for any bickering in our party. Now is not the time for any antagonism against one another. Now is the time for us to bind together and show that strong force that we are ready and we are able to take government in 2025. So I encourage all of you, I encourage all of us, put everything behind and put unity in front. Put everything else aside. The thought of being in government most and foremost. So I want to really thank MP Parry for this exercise. And I want you all to be really appreciative of this because what you're seeing here today took a lot to happen. It took a lot of energy and time, and it took a lot of finances. So enjoy the night, but it is the launch of government in 2025. Thank you all.
Thank you very much indeed, Chairman Raymond Cozier. Quite forceful and ensuring that we stand together as one party, one people. Thank you very much. Let's give Chairman a round of applause. We want to ensure that you have a very comfortable, enjoyable evening. So we will mix the evening with some messages and some light entertainment. We have with us this evening a gentleman whom is recognized as one, you hear about civil engineer, you hear about ICT engineer. This is a pan engineer. This man is one of the most renowned names in the pan industry in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. We are very pleased to have him this evening perform an item for you, for your enjoyment this evening. So give Akil a round of applause.
Hi, good day everyone. I'm Aquila Roodal. I'm all the way from St. Madeleine. Anybody from St. Madeleine? Just please. I bought a lot of stuff from his mom. You know, neighbors. He's my neighbor. Right? So I'm in Mayaro, Cadenza Pan Steel Orchestra. Cadenza Steel Orchestra. They would be performing Friday for Panorama after 35 years of not performing for Panorama. I wouldn't mind. So about a month back, they had a fire at the Panyard and Mr. Parry came to the rescue. So this week, coincidentally, I came to the office to just tell him thanks. The conversation was so warm that I went in as went in to see Mr. Parry and came out calling him Rasta. Right? Because met a man who is not in love with office or not in love with power, but in love with the people that he serves. So give him a round of applause. So I'm not in the Christmas theme tonight because they insist that I perform. This might be after 2-3 years of not performing. Usually I'm an agent, so I just send people to perform. So when they ask for somebody, I say, I would send somebody, and they say, they want me to perform. So I'm here, and I think that this song is fitting for the man. Elvis Presley, Can't Help Falling in Love with You, Mr. Rustan, dedication to you. All right. So I'm trying to take my leave, and I can't hear. I'm still in house arrest. You guys like performance? Right? You guys want to hear the next one? All right.
1, 2. Good. Absolutely stunning. Give Akil a round of applause. And for those who have done some form of marketing, Rookie of the Year, Dinesh and others, there's something in marketing that is referred to as a wow factor. And that performance deserves a wow. Wow. I think that the people in the back could make some noise. If you didn't hear the plan, make some noise. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are ready to move on with the program this evening. And we will be doing our first batch of awardees. As MP would have said, every single activist in this community deserves an award. Every single activist is equally deserving of an award, and give all our diehard soldiers a round of applause. To take us through this part of the program, it is my honor to bring to the microphone a young lady who owns a bachelor degree in communications and international relations. She's also rooted in the community as the Assistant Secretary at the Funrose Community Council, Secretary of the Pool United Sports Club, but more so, a research officer attached to the office of the Member of Parliament for Mayaro. So the good work that the MP produces is evident of the team that is with us. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Ms. Fariza Nadia Matura.
Thank you very kindly, Master of Ceremonies Neil Ramdat. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening's proceedings is more than simply a Christmas dinner, but more importantly, to recognize the efforts of our foot soldiers, our activists. As such, the inaugural Lifetime Activist Award presented by the United National Congress Mayaro constituency is a distinguished honor recognizing individuals for their lifelong dedication to political activism, social justice, human rights, and community resilience. This award marks the beginning of an annual tradition celebrating those who have tirelessly championed social and political change within their communities. The criteria for selection: 1. Longevity of involvement. Nominees are chosen based on their prolonged and active engagement in the political arena, embodying a lifelong commitment to activism. 2. Affiliation with the United National Congress. A robust connection with the United National Congress is crucial, reflecting a deep commitment to the party's principles and goals. 3. Community service. A significant record of community service is essential, highlighting the nominee's dedication to uplifting and empowering their local community. The selection process. For this inaugural event, one exemplary individual from each of the 7 electoral districts within the constituency of Mayaro has been recommended by the Member of Parliament. These recommendations are based on a comprehensive assessment of the nominees' contributions and achievements aligning with the award's criteria. The award's significance. The inaugural Lifetime Activist Award not only honors the recipient's past contributions, but also sets a precedent for recognizing and inspiring future generations of activists. It emphasizes the critical role of sustained advocacy in fostering a more equitable and just society. As the first of its kind, this award will pave the way for an ongoing tradition of acknowledging and celebrating the profound impact of dedicated activists within the constituency of Mayaro, ensuring that their efforts and sacrifices are honored and remembered for years to come. Having reiterated the process of selection and significance of their awards for this evening's proceedings, let me take this opportunity also to mention serving his second term as Member of Parliament, Mr. Parry, extensive and impactful work continues in the constituency of Mayaro from August 2020 to December 2023. MP Parry's tenure is characterized by his unwavering commitment to community development, educational enhancement, health and wellness advocacy, environmental sustainability, and cultural inclusivity. His active involvement in over 40 significant events and initiatives reflects his dedication to the holistic development of the Mayaro constituency. These accolades presented today will add to MP Parry's testament of recognizing invaluable contribution of persons in the constituency. Rewarding success is therefore nothing new to our constituency under the astute leadership of MP Parry. From 2020 to 2023, not recounting his last term in office, over 1,500 tokens were bestowed to graduating students from the 19 primary schools and 5 secondary schools in the region. Senior citizens were awarded, as well as outstanding women in commemoration of International Women's Day, and most recently, remarkable men and women emanating from our community and contributed to our national development were honored at the inaugural Mayaro Legacy Awards in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin this segment of the awards and to present these awards this evening, I will now invite MP Parry and Dr. Roodal Moonilal to please stand by on stage. Firstly, we begin with Ms. Althea de Freitas. Ms. Althea de Freitas is a mother, businesswoman, and activist in the Pokal Mafikin district for over 30 years. Her introduction into the political sphere began at the age of 14, having frequently attended private political meetings and discussions with her father. Thereafter, her career in politics and dedication to community development was ignited. Ms. de Freitas' passion for betterment was realized through various roles and positions over the years. She has served a 5-year tenure from 2010 to 2015 on the Mayaro constituency executive as a youth officer. She served on the general election campaign teams for numerous members of Parliament of Mayaro, some of which include campaigning for Mr. Harry Carter, Mr. Razak Ali, Mr. Winston Gypsy Peters, and our very own current Member of Parliament, Mr. Parry, for 2 successful terms. At the local government level, she lent crucial support in the campaigns for a host of successful Pokal Mafikin councillors, inclusive of Mr. Fitzroy Otley, Mr. Karl Rajkumar, Mr. Kishri Kusuri, Ms. Carmen Panchu, and currently Ms. Renelle Kusuri for 2 terms. Ms. de Freitas' repertoire illustrates her loyalty and commitment to the party, the community, and to the business of politics. Ladies and gentlemen, to receive a Lifetime Activist Award, I welcome Ms. Althea de Freitas. Angela Louison is a dedicated and influential figure within the United National Congress, having proudly served as a member for 28 years. Her unwavering commitment to the party's values has not only shaped her own political journey, but also inspired her family members to follow suit. Miss Angela's impact extends beyond her personal involvement, as she has played a pivotal role in encouraging her mother, sisters, brothers, nieces, and nephews to join the UNC. Her belief in the principles of the party has been a driving force, fostering a sense of unity and purpose among her relatives. The influence of Miss Angela Louison has reached new heights with her niece, Miss Sullivan Louison, currently serving as the local government councillor for Mayaro South, Guayguayari, exemplifying her legacy with the UNC. Her long-standing commitment and ability to inspire generations within her family showcases Miss Angela Louison as a respected and integral member of the United National Congress. At this point, it is my distinct pleasure to acknowledge Miss Angela Louison. Known by many and fondly called the Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ramsundar Raghava currently resides at Hamilton Trace, Rio Claro. Mr. Raghava started his political activism alongside the veteran Hansraj Sumar Singh. He has actively participated in every election from 1981 to present, where he currently serves as a PD leader for the electoral district of Rio Claro North. Being a very outspoken individual, Mr. Raghava lives by the phrase, and I quote, "When election call, I don't think through." Mr. Raghava's dedication and commitment is epitomized by his tireless efforts, which contribute to the success of the local government practitioner for the electoral district where he serves. Mr. Raghava has always been a very passionate supporter and activist of the constituency of Mayaro. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome and salute Mr. Ramsundar Raghava. Emanating from the humble community of Conrose Village, Mr. Ruchan Sudama's name is quite synonymous with the place where he resides, called Riverside Road. An activist whose heart bears the rising sun. Being a patriotic foot soldier from inception, Mr. Ruchan has been campaigning since the days of the Democratic Labour Party, the DLP, which was initially the main opposition party in Trinidad and Tobago. From such time, Mr. Ruchan Sudama endured the struggles of the opposition, transforming from the DLP to the United Labour Front, to the National Alliance for Reconstruction, to the Caucus for Love, Unity and Brotherhood, Club 88, then evolving to United National Congress. His most memorable experience throughout the years as a political activist, he vividly recalled when the United National Congress was formed at Arangway, Savannah in 1989. Throughout the years, he toiled assiduously, rallying behind any member of parliament or local government practitioner representing the constituency of Mayaro or the electoral district of Rio Claro South, respectively. At the age of 76, he still assists members of the Riverside Road community with their plight and continues to play an integral role in local politics as he serves diligently under the banner of the United National Congress. It is my pleasure now to call upon Mr. Rupchan Sudama. Thank you very much, MP Parry and Dr. Roodal Moonilal. To continue now with our program, I return the microphone to my co-host, Sanil Ramnath.
Let's give our awardees a thunderous round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, again to break the ice a little, we will have another musical item to serenade all of you. This time on the saxophone, she's young, multi-talented, very charming young lady, about to perform for you. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the young and charming Roodal Harinanan.
Thank you.
super amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Well done by Rinel Harinanan. Give her a round of applause. For once I thought Victor Roberts was going to control the floor with his beautiful wife. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a talent in Mayaro. So we put out a little challenge to our colleagues at our close by, nearby constituencies. Whenever you are having your event and you're looking for super talent, contact us. MP Parry or Niranga will provide, or in fact, have the appropriate items for you. Give all the performers a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We're so good this evening that we even have in our midst the Carnival Queen, Roxanne O'Malo. And I have not yet told you about the birthday boy. A young man sits among us quietly, celebrating his 25th birthday. He is well known. There isn't one child, one woman, one man in this region and throughout Trinidad and Tobago would not know of him. Whether it's the birds that are whistling or even some other that I will not take. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to ask all of you to put your hands together and give a thunderous round of applause. And maybe we can even sing together. Happy birthday to Mr. Azari Rambi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Woohoo! Mr. Wong, you didn't want to sing to it. Ladies and gentlemen, after that lovely celebration, and of course Mr. Hazari will invite all of us at his home for cake after. At this point in time, we would like to invite the gentleman to bring greetings to you. He is indeed a dedicated soldier of this party. He is indeed a hard worker, very committed to the cause. And he has risen from the early stages to today. He has risen to the office of the Vice Chairman of the Mayaro Rio Claro Regional Corporation, and more so holds the portfolio as the Chairman of the Mayaro constituency. To bring greetings to you, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Shaik Mohammed, Councillor for Ecclesfield.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A pleasant good evening to each and everyone. Now, if you didn't take up it tonight. Member of Parliament and his family, all members of Council, Chairman, all members of Parliament, distinguished guests, and most important, a day that I have dreamt for many, many, many years, being part of the Chairman of the Naira constituency, stalwart, campaign manager to many councillors, and today, as I see across, just a few of the stalwarts, the persons who bring it home with the United National Congress. Give yourself a round of applause. I want to say a few. Let's imagine in Ecclesfield, the normal team is 135, just in Ecclesfield. But also to know that the most amount of votes comes from that area also. To UNC, I always made a statement, I've made it a couple of times, and I want to remind you. Great MP, but wrong time. Wrong time. But it will be nice in a very, very near future. What we saw in the local government election, the team for other MPs or people who are around here this evening, when it comes to election, the Mayaro constituency, it could have whatever happened, flooding, whatever happened. When that bell rang, they just come together, each electoral district, each street captain, each individual, each councillor, they come together. And it has proven, the first time the MP came on board, 13 days. They gave us 13 days, we won the election. They came last time, we won the election. They come in 2025, you sit in Parliament, we win in the election for Mayaro constituency. And as the chairman of the Mayaro constituency, I can say that Mayaro is ready for election. It could be now, it could be in the near future, we are ready. So on behalf of my beautiful wife and Team Eckersville, who's right to the floor, I would like to say to the rest of you, on behalf of my wife, Team Eckersville, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, the Shaik Mohammed. Let me ask Rio Claro North and Rio Claro South, Eckersville, Focal Marketing, Mayaro North and Mayaro Wire, and everyone else in the audience to give Eckersville a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to move ahead with the program, and I am here to introduce a gentleman. Now I have 5 pages to read, but I will condense them into one paragraph. And even if we were to do this in one line, I say that he is indeed a truly dedicated servant of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I will be saying everything about this man. He worked tirelessly, not just as a member of Parliament, as an ambassador, permanent representative for Trinidad and Tobago at the United Nations, a senior policy advisor and president of COSTAT, COSTAT, University of Brunswick and Roytech, lecturer, National Petroleum Marketing Company, PR, National Petroleum, that is, MP, and way back, Public Relations Officer, FinTok. See how long history this gentleman has. But more importantly, as a member of Parliament for Naparima. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor, it is my distinct privilege to welcome, to address you today, no other than Mr. Rodney Charles.
Distinguished Member of Parliament for Mayaro, Mr. Rodney Parry, who is the host of this evening function. Dr. Rai Ragbil, my colleague, Chairman, Rio Claro Regional Corporation, Chairman of the constituency, a fellow bald-headed person, Mr. Shaik Mohammed. And I would like to tell Shaik, God created good heads and he covered his mistakes. Tonight, with like 2 reasons. The first is I live in politics in 2025. That I will not have to go through the extremely difficult screening process or look over my shoulders everywhere I go to see who I'm with. The constraints of politics. I can speak freely. Freely. I can give what they say I could give him out. Liberty. Little liberty. It also means that I no longer have to. Those are the comments politicians get. But tonight is not about politics. Right? So that is Jacko, as a good friend Jacko, the old people say, uses for say. That is for another night, politics. Now, prestigious Harvard University, ever heard about it? Harvard University, among the top 2 universities in the world, Cambridge, Harvard. Last week they wrote me, seeking information on a former student at Costa's Ken Gordon School of Journalism and Communication Studies. She had applied for a tenured faculty position at the university. So here you have a student who I thought a little girl, and now she applied to the Harvard University, not to enter as a student, but as a lecturer, tenured position. She had completed her studies at Costa, and she went on and did further studies, and she taught it all over the world, in China, Korea, and now she's going to the prestigious Harvard. And it dawned on me that my students are now better, brighter, and more qualified than the teacher. You know that has happened? You reach a stage when I'm talking to my father, he was a schoolmaster. And I'm going to my father to help me with, we used to call it maths. We used to call it math abroad. Say, Daddy, help me with that and that and that. And I realized I'm brighter than my father. It's a difficult thing, but it happens. So I have learned the difficult lesson of passing the baton to a younger generation. Now, this constituency is noted for producing world-class. Who is so this? Another MP, but I can't tell you that. I am free yet to court. I don't have courthouse schools. And the facades. Everywhere you go in Rio Claro is a facade, SS facade, Roodal facade. To all the facades, they are great contributors to Rio Claro. And there are others whose names I'm not calling. Of course, I cannot leave out the distinguished MP Rushton Parry, a brilliant academic, businessman, parliamentarian. Give him a round of applause. But tonight, we're not here to talk about them, right? Tonight, we're here to honor some awardees and to recognize and celebrate the birth of Christ. So I hear names. Miss DeFritas, Miss Louison, the late Miss O'Malo, Mr. Ram, and later in the program I'm told Mr. Raguba is still waiting there, Mr. Sudama, and I know a little bit of geography I know, that must be the Sudama family, right? I remember the road, a whole family, 500 votes in one area. And what I know is if they're happy with you, because I was in a meeting and they say you come here to talk stupidness in Rio Claro, we gone and you lost 500 Sadama votes. And we have Dr. Ramki Soon and Mr. Nagasa. I recall Mr. Nagasa, a stalwart counselor and a stalwart UNC supporter and soldier. A round of applause for him. These have all contributed to the welfare, development, and future of Mayaro, Rio Claro, and surrounding areas. Our country needs people like you, these are the awardees, and Chairman Cozier, the Sudama, the Moonan families, and others who put country and community before self. who strive to make Rio Claro and Mayaro a zone of peace and prosperity, a place where you can bring up your children in peace, dignity, and prosperity. I say, in the fullness of time, Pastor Hosea will know that kind of language. In the fullness of time, hopefully in my lifetime, we may be hearing about the borough of Rio Claro, ain't we? Or the city of Mayaro, ain't we? And as I say, think it, put in the hard work to make it happen, and it will. I congratulate your constituency for the excellent work in demonstrating to all of Trinidad and Tobago that great things can come out of Mayaro and exceptional people can come out of Rio Claro. I encourage you to make this area a shining light in Trinidad and Tobago. Scripture says, what good can come out of Jerusalem? And I say, great things shall come out of Mayaro and Rio Claro. Let Mayaro's light so shine that all of Trinidad and Tobago will see your good works, your successes, and glorify the lives and well-being of future generations, including your children and grandchildren. So I say in closing, long live the people of Mayaro and Rio Claro. Long live the Mayaro and Rio Claro Regional Corporation. Long live the contribution that you all will make to make Trinidad and Tobago great again. And once again, I want to say that Trinidad and Tobago, if ever they needed you, if ever Trinidad and Tobago needed you, it is now. It is now. The question is, will you take up the mantle of leadership that Trinidad and Tobago requires? I thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Rodney Charles, MP. Give the distinguished Member of Parliament for Naparima a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We are prepared now for our next batch of awardees. And again, I would like to invite MPs MP Parry and MP Dr. Moonilal on stage. As again, we will bring my co-host Fariza Matura to this podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with our presentation of awards. Up next, Ms. Mariam Omalo, Posthumous Award. A woman of power, a long-standing member of the UNC. Ms. Mariam Omalo was one of the first females to join the party in its early stages. Notably, Ms. Omalo was one of the first women to wear a UNC t-shirt in Mayaro. A woman that fought for her community, in which she got street lights, paved roads, and water connection. The founder of the Youth Foundation and Youth Group located at Bigarat Hill, St. Anne's Village, Mayaro. A voice of the people she was indeed, now deceased and will forever be remembered. Ladies and gentlemen, receiving this posthumous award will be the Omalo sisters, led by Ms. Roxanne Omalo. Michelle Ram. Miss Michelle Ram, a daughter of the soil, started her political activism since 1995 when the then Member of Parliament and Minister of Government, Mr. Harry Hartnell, in the then Mayaro constituency, she worked with him for 15 years. During such time, Ms. Ram served as the Women Affairs Officer of the Churma Party Group, as well as the party organizer. With the change in electoral boundaries, the constituency of Mayaro was renamed from Mayaro to Kumoto Mansalina, and the electoral district of East Churma was also incorporated in the Mayaro constituency. Thus, she continued to work alongside MP Parry and Winston Peters. In 1999, Mrs. Michelle Ram had the opportunity to serve and support her brother, Mr. Glenn Ram, who served as a local government practitioner for 20 years, representing the said district. Since her involvement, Ms. Ram has actively been involved in politics of East Churma, and during such time, she served ardently with Mr. Colin Carter, Mrs. Christine Hussein, MP Dr. Ryan Rodney, and Russian Parry. Today, her daughter, Shaik, has followed in her footsteps, being the current local government representative for East Churma. Ms. Ram continues to work hard and ensures the UNC machinery is active and ready as she maintains a very close relationship with PD leaders, street captains, and other activists. Some may say that she was the backbone of the political structure in East Churma, or the lucky charm for the district. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have told Mrs. Michelle Ram as she makes her way up. Around 1978, the Self-Help Project was initiated in Mahabharata and Asia to provide electricity. This was completed in 1987 under the NAR, the then Minister of Agriculture of the British Cameroon. Thereafter, Mr. Ramsey ruled as a key leader for the United National Congress under the former councillor, Mr. Videsh Maharaj, and former Member of Parliament, Mr. Harry Hartnell. During the time of which Mr. Nansan was reign as the councillor for the electoral district of Agriculture, Mr. Ramsey committed to the United National Congress through continuous interactions with members of the community in the interest of retaining the district under the banner of the UNC, which was evident when Councillor Shaik Mohammed ushered in his seat as a representative, where Mr. Vishnu Ramsey further served as a key leader in the district for 4 years. Having due considerations for all our things aforementioned, along inviting stage Mr. Vishnu Ramsey. completed awards for all 7 electoral districts. And now we have a very special award for lifetime community service, honoring Mr. Ramsul Nagisa. Seated in our audience tonight, we are privileged to have a stalwart from our humble community of Rio Claro. 79-year-old Mr. Ramsul Nagisa was born and raised at Pascal Street, Brothers Road, then moved to Rio Claro upon being married to his wife, who initially resided at Harvard Village. Mr. Nagisa is now a father of 3 and grandfather of 5. At the tender age of 18, Mr. Ramsul Nagisa realized his calling for a career in the political fraternity. Being involved in the Harvard Village Council and later Rio Claro Village Council, Mr. Nagisa developed a passion for serving the community. He advanced his service to also being an active member of the Trinidad and Tobago Association of Village Councils. Subsequently, he aligned himself with a local politician representing the then opposition party, where he demonstrated immense support and vigor. With the right guidance and a strong work ethic, Mr. Nagisa earned himself the position of Assistant Secretary of the United Labour Front political party. He was instrumental in innovating the symbol for the party, known as the 3 links of the chain, and ably assisted the party in sourcing candidates for the Mayaro County Council. Mr. Nagisa officially made his debut in politics when he was elected to serve as an alderman in 1977, representing the United Labour Front at the then Mayaro County Council. Thereafter, he contested local government elections in 1980 for the district of Poole, Tampere, which also encompassed Brothers Road and Jeffers at that time. Upon being successful at the poll, he served in his capacity of councillor for 9 years in that district. Mr. Nagisa was also given the opportunity to serve as chairman of the Mayaro County Council, and he reminisced that the market information site was officially opened under his stewardship. Mr. Nagisa would have lived left politically affiliated life and can tell of how a great party the United National Congress has become. Throughout the years, he labored diligently and consistently, having worked alongside many notorious politicians in the constituency of Mayaro. He was the campaign manager for Mr. MP Parry, election officer for Mr. Stalwart Richardson, served the party organizer as the party organizer for the constituency, and played an integral role in bringing local government victory to the Mayaro County Council. During his years in service to the community, Mr. Nagisa was instrumental in ensuring the coordination and implementation of several self-help projects in various areas inclusive of water and electricity at St. John's Road, Rodney, water in Roodal Pool, and electricity at Frederick Settlement in Princeton. Service to man and service to God. This exemplifies the life of Mr. Ramsul Nagisa, who was not only people-centric and assisted the services. Mr. Nagisa is a steadfast religious individual whose transformational leadership traits afforded him the opportunity to serve as president of the Senator Dharma Mahasabha for the Southeastern region for 20 years. During such time, he oversaw 22 temples and the construction of 4 temples. He introduced Randila celebration, Hardware celebration, Rio Claro, hosted religious functions, and was the founding member of the Mahasankranti in the region. Dedicated to Dharma was epitomized by Mr. Nagisa as he executed his duties in all efforts of preservation of our rich culture and heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, for his unwavering dedication and exceptional service to the United National Congress, his profound commitment and impactful contribution to community service, that have left an indelible mark in our community. Presented with great pride, admiration, and gratitude, let me hear a lusty round of applause as I welcome Mr. Gratitude Magazine.
Thank you very much indeed, Carissa. Give Carissa a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hear you, ladies and gentlemen, from every corner, from every seat, wherever you are, send a loud message to Trinidad and Tobago that today at Mayaro, we have recognized a true stalwart in Mr. Rakishun Nagisa. Just as we captured this moment, we will be in for another musical item. Somebody whispered to me and said it is Christmas time. Thank you all very much. Let's give our conference a round of applause. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, so ladies and gentlemen, whilst our executive team make their way off the stage, I just want to let you know that we have some hampers here and you all would have received some numbers. So sometime during the course of this evening, we will be picking some numbers where some of you will be receiving some lovely gifts. As well, we have meals provided for all of you, so just at the end of the program, we will invite you all for dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together once again as we bring on stage to present this item on the saxophone. Let's welcome Roodal Harinai. the talent of Rio Claro, the talent of Mayaro. Give her another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now that we bring to you our featured speaker. Having spent his entire adult life in the field of politics, he served as a senior government minister, known for his dedication in public service and extensive experience in industrialization, labor relations, national security, and housing. He also has a distinction in history, PhD program in industrialization, labor relations, urban employment, and the Institute of Social Studies, ISS, part-time tutor and lecturer at the University of the West Indies. His impressive education background, in fact, comprises of 4 tertiary level academic degrees. But what is more interesting? The first youth and education officer of the United National Congress. The memorable launch of Club 88 rally in 1988, a government senator in 2001 and elected as a member of parliament. He's a luminary in the political arena with over 22 years with parliamentary experience. Today, he has emerged as one of the most competent and formidable parliamentary debaters in the current political system. Deputy political leader of the United National Congress, Member of Parliament for Oropochis. Let us welcome, with a Mayaro welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Roodal Moonilal.
Thank you very much, my great friend of many years, Neil Ramdat, who reminded me that I entertained at his wedding. I will not dare do so today. The Honorable Rushton Parry, Member of Parliament for the constituency of Mayaro, the very distinguished Mr. Rodney Charles, Member of Parliament for Naparima, my dear friend, the distinguished Rai Ragbir, Member of Parliament for Kumoto Manzanilla, Mr. Raymond Cozier, Chairman of the Rio Claro Mayaro Regional Corporation, Executive Members of the United National Congress Mayaro constituency, former Chairman and Vice Chairman of the Cuba Talparo Regional Corporation, Mr. Henry Awong is here, former Chairman, Deputy Chairman of the Rio Claro Corporation, Mr. Videsh Maraj, my great friend, former chairman, who celebrates his birthday today. And I don't know what type of birthday that you would leave home to listen to Roodal Moonilal. He's a fellow Sagittarius like myself. Give him a round of applause, Mr. Hazari Ramdeen. Other members of the local government fraternity, brothers and sisters of the executive of Mayaro, elders, community activists, and of course our great, outstanding, deserving awardees this evening. It's a great pleasure for me to be here on this occasion. Mayaro has always had a very special place for me. You see, it's the only constituency where I talk and I get sued. For 4 years, I have an ongoing matter at the High Court as a defendant. And in that matter, it was I delivered a speech in the constituency of Mayaro. So I think my lawyers have read this speech already, Kyle, and we might be safe this evening. Members of the press, members of the protective services, brothers and sisters all. I feel extremely privileged to be here to represent our political leader, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Visesa, at this wonderful function and awards ceremony this evening. My heart feels extremely strong I feel extremely inspired when I look and I see how many of you are assembled here. When I look and I receive the awardees, I can tell you, you have been looking all evening, and during our presentation ceremony, myself and MP Parry, I had the opportunity to have very brief conversations and chat with the awardees. And after I've spoken to them in this way, I discover that I am the you to decide. We have had colleagues, friends, supporters who trace their political heritage to the Democratic Labour Party, who trace their work to the United Labour Front. One awardee indicated to me that he stood along with myself and others in Club 88 at Arangwes. And these are the folks today, along with others, who have served our party and served several members of parliament of this area with distinction. I ask you to give them all a round of applause. We in the United National Congress have great respect and affection for all members of the UNC family, and in particular for our street soldiers, our warriors, those troopers who fly the party's flag and promote its message. We are extremely proud to be UNC. Are you proud? We are proud to be UNC. We distinguish ourselves from other political parties, particularly the PNM, when you are in the United National Congress. We are a party of 34 years old, and 34 will turn to 44, 54, 104. We will grow, and we will grow, and we will succeed, and we will triumph. Much of our success in this party has been based on the unwavering activism of the devoted foot soldiers and ground troops of our great party. You are essential as the backbone of the United National Congress. You are men and women of fortitude and courage. In our party, we have had great moments to serve Trinidad and Tobago. We have also had difficult moments, challenging moments. Many of you remember, was it Christmas Eve in 2001? Anybody remember that? When you had to lock up your cooler and you lose your appetite? Many of us have lived through that. They were challenging moments. We have had moments of victory. But this party has continued. We have succeeded. We have the resilience. We have the tenacity. We have the courage of possibly no other political party in the Caribbean today. Give yourselves a round of applause. Brothers and sisters, our political party is founded upon three fundamental principles. And I remind you, although many of you don't need reminding, we are built on the principle of equality, of social justice, of national unity. Our founding fathers, those who drafted our constitution, recognized those as fundamental principles to guide our vision. We are also committed to regional solidarity, the solidarity of all the peoples of our region. And I'll speak to that issue in a second. But those foundational principles guide us. This is why when I hear people say, well, it have no difference, you know, this party, that party, PNN, UNC, I say, rubbish, foolishness. We are grounded in certain principles. This is why a UNC government gave this country freedom of information, the Judicial Review Act. This is why we gave this country, brothers and sisters, laws that liberate, that provide for democracy, that deepen our institutions to deal with the challenges of our day. This is why the UNC and the People's Partnership dealt with the issue of human trafficking by passing the necessary laws to protect children, protect women, and so on. So that we have a proud history. And today when I look at you, I see not only our great legacy, but when I see the young people assembled here, I see the future of the United National Congress and Trinidad and Tobago. Our founding father, the Honorable Basdev Pandey, imbued this party with a fire for resistance. The UNC carries the heart of a lion. We cannot be defeated. We are a political party that cannot be defeated. We will not retreat. We will not surrender. As I keep telling people, if you see the lion take 1 step or 2 steps backward, he's not surrendering. He's measuring his prey so that he can jump. That is what the party does. We measure our prey so that we can jump and attack. We are a party built on the strength of Pastor Pandey, on his vision, on his charisma and his courage. Brothers and sisters, today while we salute all of our recipients, we also salute Mr. Pandey and others who brought this party into existence. Today we salute as well Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, who epitomized as no one can our struggle for justice. She has blazed a path for prosperity and equality. She has the heart of the most compassionate leader you can find in the Caribbean. When I remind you in the People's Partnership, when we formed the cabinet in May, at the end of May 2010, the very first cabinet decision made by the People's Partnership was to establish a Children's Life Fund to save the lives of children who would be ill and who would face, serious problems. Mrs. Prasad Bisesa's compassion, her love for children, and her value for human life, solidarity and democracy, those values are now legendary and associated with her leadership. She has shaped our vision, she has shaped our policy, and she indeed will shape our future as we progress to take back the government from the PNM in 2025 or before. Our party stands for a just and fair society, the rule of law, transparency, and accountability in public affairs. And I will speak to that now. When you hear the propaganda of the PNM, I tell you, forget it. The PNM is a party built on propaganda. Built on propaganda. They have nothing else to offer except propaganda. They speak about accountability and openness and so on. And that party has presided over the biggest corruption scandals in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. They have stolen everything. The only thing they haven't stolen is something that bowled down to the ground maybe. I told them the writing is on the wall, they will be removed. But like them thief the wall too. That separates us from the PNM. Propaganda. And in your party, you must be proud. Today I appeal to you to be proud, to be happy, to be courageous. Hold your head up high when you meet folks in the marketplace, in the supermarket, in the street, in the village, community center. You must be proud to be United National Congress. We built Trinidad and Tobago. As Jolene John is very fond of repeating and telling us, and she's correct, we built this country. Where there's 100 schools, 9 police stations, 5 hospitals, fire stations, housing, highways, whatever it is, we built this country. The PNM's legacy is Las Alturas, is buildings falling down all over the place. That is their legacy. That is not ours. Everything we build has stood the test of time, including the brilliant Piarco International Airport, which today is the recipient of global prizes for the best airport in the Western Hemisphere. The United National Congress believes in our national patrimony. We believe that it should benefit all, but we believe in regional solidarity. You will notice that within the last week or so, it is the political leader, Mrs. Prasad Bisesa, who first called for mediation in that matter involving the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. When she said that, Rowley said, why all you don't shut up, all you don't know what you're talking about. She led the way so that Ralph Gonzalez will continue that approach. And on Thursday, the presidents of Venezuela and Guyana will meet in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to have discussions around the table. They miss me. So, Mrs. Prasad Bisesa and your United National Congress has led the way, even from opposition on the matter in Venezuela and Guyana. And we stand for, I want to tell you, we stand firm. We stand strong in support of the people of Guyana in that struggle. And we must never apologize for standing for what is right. if you are UNC and you are proud, and if you are imbued with these values that the UNC share, you must be proud to stand for what is right. Sometimes you stand for what is right and somebody may not like you. Somebody go quarrel, you will say, why are you saying this, why are you saying that? When you believe in what is right, you must stand for it. And in that matter, we stand in solidarity. If we don't watch it, the very president of Venezuela, he might find a map from 300 years ago and appoint a governor to run Trinidad. And decide, well, Trinidad is part of Venezuela as well, and he want that too. Put a governor to run Mayaro. So brothers and sisters, we must stand firm on that matter. And your UNC and your political leader has taken leadership even in opposition. Could you imagine what we would have done in government? We would have been the regional leader. If we were in government, the presidents of the world would come to Port of Spain to discuss that matter, not St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We would have led. We have constantly and consistently displayed our attributes of strength and our values. We have sought to hold the PNM to account. And I want to point out today that our very dear colleague, the Member of Parliament for Naparima, is one of the most firebrand, determined and courageous Member of Parliament in Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. Give him a round of applause. He has stood out and he has stood up to the tyranny of the PNM, sometimes at great personal stake. But he has stood up, and today on behalf of our political leader, on behalf of our national executive and our party, we would like to congratulate and commend Mr. Rodney Charles for his decades of service to the United National Congress and Trinidad and Tobago. We wish him all the best in his future endeavor, and as I said this morning at the press conference, I am sure that Rodney Charles will continue to serve the people of Trinidad and Tobago in the future. That I am sure about. So brothers and sisters, we are keenly aware that you, the activists, are the prime advocates and campaigners for the ideals of the UNC. You are the ones who advance and promote our goals, our beliefs. This day is particularly exciting and thrilling for those of us who have assembled here for this function. This auditorium is filled with UNC foot soldiers, which is an indication of the tremendous support for our party in this community and the ready state of mobilization as declared by the chairman of this very constituency earlier in the program. We are happy that Mayaro will be the second constituency to be declared for the United National Congress. I want to tell the chairman, at 8:30 on election morning, we normally win our Pujis because we know how much the PNM get. So by 8:30, we declare victory. So I want to know, when will you declare victory during the day, because you will know how much the PNM gets. Correct? This has been a great constituency, a great supporter. There are times over the years, of course, when this constituency, in some incarnation, have slipped into an abyss and been held by the PNM, I believe, for a term or two. But this constituency of Mayaro has always returned to the warm, comfortable embrace of the United National Congress. So your meeting here, your function, sends a positive message to all of us, including our political opponents. This is a tribute to the UNC Mayaro's family, led by your Member of Parliament, his executive, and indeed the staff of his office. Many of you, I believe 8 of you, receiving awards, one posthumously Lifetime Activist Awards this evening. We congratulate all of the awardees. On behalf of the National Executive of the UNC, I thank and congratulate you on these most deserving awards. We are aware of the years of diligent work and commitment to our party. We are not only campaigners, but also exemplars. As seasoned campaigners today, I call upon you. I speak as the first ever youth officer of the United National Congress. When I call upon you, the awardees and others assembled here, to be exemplars to the young politicians, to the youth activists in our party. Without youth activists, without young persons being involved, no political party can survive the test of time. And you have a responsibility to be exemplars, to be the beacon of hope for our young people in our political party. Never allow our young people to despair, to lose hope, to lose faith. When I stood in 1988 and 1989, I had faith. I had faith in my party. I had faith in the journey ahead. It has been a long journey, and the journey ahead appears to be challenging as well. But you must have faith in that journey called politics. This is not an activity for the faint-hearted. It is not for the faint-hearted. It's for those of you with courage who can stay the course of time. As I tell people sometime in politics, this is the only race in which the turtle does win. Every other race the turtle will lose. But politics, you have to stay focused, stay clear, keep your head clear and stay focused and continue the journey to serve people. At the root of all politics, is serving people. The political leader says 3 points. Serve the people, serve the people, serve the people. All politics is about serving people. Some people believe it is serving yourself. But all politics is about serving people. And once you serve people, you have a good heart, you work, you give your time, you will stay a long time serving. Because when you serve the people will support you in the long run. That I can tell you from my own example. So brothers and sisters, your loyalty is recognized today. We recognize your commitment, your dedication, and we commend all of you for your service to our party. We extend our profound appreciation for your years of service. We extend our appreciation for your political activism. These are times when it is very difficult in our society. They are hostile times. Keep the faith. Stay loyal to your cause. Today, as your Member of Parliament will address you in a while, the party says thank you to the Member of Parliament and tell you that you all are a symbol of patriotism and public spiritedness. You love your party, and today I will tell you that your party loves you as well. And while we reflect and celebrate today, I wish to remind you that your work is not done. After successful electoral victories in this constituency, we must look to another hotly contested elections in the coming months. Do you know we are a few days away from saying that next year is election? We are a few days away from saying next year is election. And we are here. We are here to stay. We are here to fight. This is one of the largest and most diverse constituencies. The PNM is very much aware of this constituency. They have held it in their bad hands for some time, and they will come back to fight. They will pose a challenge to many of you, but you will stand firm and stand strong and hold your ground. Brothers and sisters, the PNM will never pull the rug from under us in Mayaro. They will target Mayaro, but they will lose the constituency of Mayaro yet again. In these parts, I wanted to remind you that when we were in office, we worked very hard in the constituency of Mayaro. This constituency defined a lot of the work that we did. The councillors, many of them experienced, know the work that the People's Partnership did in these areas. Today we see people protesting for roads. Those of us who drive here at times, and you who drive all the time, know of the landslips, you know of the bad roads, you know of the poor infrastructure, you know of the water problem. MP Parry is forever in Parliament raising these issues. And he has raised these issues on behalf of his constituents, infrastructure and so on. So that I want to say that we are aware of the problem. It is not difficult from Oropouche East, Oropouche West, Siparia, Naparima and elsewhere. But when we were there, I reminded you, brothers and sisters, that we did work in these constituencies, in the communities of Mayaro. We revived industries. We focused on agro-processing and fishing. The Galiota Point, which was constructed by the administration of Mrs. Prasad Nisesa, would be fully operationalized and would stir economic activities in the future. The fishing port will be brought to life. We have to inject life in a lot of the projects in these communities. We will partner, brothers and sisters, with industry in this area for the development of youth, for the development of the underprivileged. In our next incarnation, of course, we will take serious steps to provide investment for infrastructure in the hospitality sector, which is ripe in the constituency of Mayaro. Hospitality, services, and other areas of development. And of course, we had a vision which we started already. Work has already started
on a spanking brand new highway from San Fernando to Mayaro. We started the work, we will continue that project. It is in our destiny that we have a highway from San Fernando to Mayaro so that we can make this part accessible to the entire country, to visitors, to tourists who would wish to come here for holiday, for investment, and to enjoy all that these areas have to offer. So we have witnessed, brothers and sisters, lost years of development over the last 8 years, but that will end soon. We have promised, we have the program, we have the plan, we have the personnel to deal with crime. Home invasions in these communities are also a troubling problem. We will deal with this. You already recall it was our government that built the Mayaro fire station. You remember that? Eric William promised that in 1962. He came up with, what's your name, Tishel or something like that, a minister at the time, Tishera. He came up and promised a fire station in 1962. It was Kamla Prasad Bisesa, the People's Partnership, that built the Mayaro fire station, where they don't have a tender. I don't even know if they have a wooden ladder there. But we will provide the resources for that place, brothers and sisters, and all such areas. As I said before, we have exciting developments for the constituency of Mayaro and for this region. We will return to national office, and foremost in our mind would be to address the imbalance in development, to address the imbalance, to ensure that constituencies like Mayaro and others receive public investments for projects, for industry, for creating jobs. A big challenge we have across the nation and in your area is really job creation. It is employment. And with the right vision, with the right leadership, we can get the investment that will lead to jobs. So brothers and sisters, we have an exciting time ahead of us. We must remain committed, we must remain united, and we must remain focused. My life message is stay focused. As our leader said years ago, decades ago, stay focused on the eye of the bird. And if you focus on the eye of the bird, you will reach your target, you will reach your destination. We must stay focused, we must remain strong and bonded. We must remain together, cohesive. So don't let your hearts be troubled. Don't let your hearts be troubled by propaganda of the PNM and their agents. Don't be troubled by that at all. We will deal with that when the appropriate time comes, in the new year in particular. So we are united with a purpose. We have a vision. We have a program, we have a leader, we have a leadership team that includes our Member of Parliament in this area and other members of Parliament. I extend to you, brothers and sisters, my deep appreciation. I extend to you my warmth for this very wonderful season as we celebrate Christmas. I wish all of you a very Merry Christmas, a holy, peaceful and joyful period in the year. I also ask you to keep very safe given the crisis that we face with national security and so on. So have a holy season, a successful, happy, joyful season. And I ask all of you to have a wonderful, safe, prosperous New Year 2024. And in 2024, I warn Heat Rowley today, it will be heat upstairs, downstairs, and the middle floor will be heat. We will come at them with everything we have to remove them from office, because they are now the opposition in waiting and we are the government in waiting. Thank you all. May God bless you. May God bless your family, and may God bless the great people of Mayaro.
Thank you very much indeed, Dr. Roodal Moonilal, Member of Parliament for Oropuch East. Let's give our Member of Parliament for Oropuch East a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing to the end of this evening's program, live program here, and of course we have some entertainment for you and the reception. So, at this point in time, it gives me great honor and privilege to bring to you your Member of Parliament for the constituency of Mayaro, the Honorable Rushton Parry.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'm looking at the time, and I've been accused of a lot of things lately, but I will not be accused of keeping you back from dinner. So I will be as brief as the last speaker. My dear political leader, the Honorable Kamala Prasad, Visesa Senior Counsel, Leader of the Opposition, a Venerable Deputy Political Leader, Dr. Roodal Moonilal. Please give Dr. Moonilal another round of applause. My good friend, MP Rodney Charles and Mrs. Charles, MP Rai Ragbir and Mrs. Ragbir, Chairman of the Mayaro Rio Claro Regional Corporation, Mr. Raymond Cozier, Vice Chairman, the Couva Tabikit Talparo Regional Corporation, Mr. Henry Awang and Miss Awang, correct? All the men, councillors, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I will also take the opportunity to recognize my beautiful wife, my daughter, my mother and sisters, who are the feather to all the things that are good in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, charity begins at home. And what better place to celebrate other than home, in the bosom of our great party, in the heart of the Mayaro constituency. You are the heart, blood, and soul of the United National Congress. Tonight, brothers and sisters, as we gather in unity, brotherhood, and fellowship, I am deeply humbled and honored to stand before you as your representative in the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. Like all of you, I carry the banner of the United National Congress. I wear the symbol of the rising sun proudly and proudly across my chest, just as many of you do. I am not ashamed to wear the yellow. I am not afraid to defend the brand and will never cower to the machination of a misinformed view. While I respect the political choices of each citizen, be it a political friend or foe, don't ever let PNM fueled propaganda about my loyalty and allegiance weaken your confidence in me. Many of you, if not all of you, have walked this journey with me for the past 8 years and have witnessed not only my passion, but my compassion, not only for a few, but for all. My journey has always been about helping those who cannot help themselves. Whether you were a single mother from Bish, a farmer from Navet, a young professional from Pool Village, a fisherman from Ottawa, a young entrepreneur from Mayaro, Rio Claro, a student from Guayaguayari, a pensioner, a retiree, you have always had my unwavering attention. My journey has always been to touch the poorest of the poor in the community where I live and I serve. My philosophy has never been about handouts, but about a hand up. And I have been able to do that through you, through times of emergency and disaster. It has always been you, our loyal activists and supporters, who lead and guide the decisions of your councillors, your chairman, and your MP. And that is the ethos that we as leaders in this constituency provide to our activists and our supporters, and by extension, we lead the campaign for the United National Congress in the Mayaro constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, this dinner and award ceremony is not just an occasion to celebrate the Yuletide season. It is a testament to the unwavering strength and commitment of each one of you who tirelessly work towards the betterment of our great party and as well as our beloved nation. This first ever, as far as I am aware, Lifetime Activist Award does two important things. It celebrates what the winners have done in the past, building their legacy through activism, and it should also encourage our next generation of activists to keep working for change. To my friends on the head table, all of us are political ancestors of tomorrow. Eventually, we will all be faint memories in a dusted book or a crumpled newspaper article. But our legacies must haunt the political corridors, whether it is here in Mayaro or the hallowed grounds of the Red House, where the spirits of our political ancestors reside. And that is why our young UNC activists must be guided and encouraged to keep the fight going. Young Fariza, Asha, Renel Kisoon, Charlene, Delaverne, Joshelle, they are the future of the United National Congress. Our party systems must evolve to ensure that there is a place and space for all of them. Whether you are from Kernaham, Cascadoo, Beach, Mafikid, Poole, Guayabari, San Pedro, our great party, the United National Congress, have a room for each person, each idea, each ideal. Let us return to a nation built on ideas and ideals, not on personalities. As we celebrate our lifetime achievers this evening, we must be prepared to shape the next generation of leaders in the United National Congress and Trinidad and Tobago. As I close my very brief speech here this evening, I want all of you to remember, in times of challenge and triumph, you have been the pillars of strength that have upheld the principles and the values that we hold here. Your resilience, all of you, all 300 of you seated here tonight, you have driven our shared vision for a more prosperous, inclusive, and just Trinidad and Tobago. As we look ahead, my brothers and sisters, we understand the importance of the UNC returning to government. Our nation needs compassionate leadership, visionary policies, and an unwavering dedication that the United National Congress brings to the table. Together, we must rally our efforts to reclaim the reins of governance, ensuring that the principles that we hold dear guide the destiny of our beloved country. So let us leave this gathering tonight with a renewed sense of purpose and commitment. The road ahead will be challenging, but with the collective strength of our party activists and supporters like you, we can overcome every obstacle that lies ahead. I extend my greatest and deepest gratitude to each one of you for your tireless efforts and sacrifice. The UNC is not just a political party, it is a family. And it is the people gathered here tonight that makes it the force for positive change that it is. Our great party, the United National Congress, stands as a beacon of hope and progress for Trinidad and Tobago. Without you, the beating heart of our organization, the UNC, will be incomplete. So brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, may the UNC flourish and may our nation thrive. I want to thank all of you for accepting our invitation to join me and my staff as we celebrate the stalwarts of our great party, those whom the foundation will be the bedrock for the rest of us to climb. I want to give a special thanks to my staff, who without them, my political life will be much more difficult. I want to also thank all the people who got together today to transform this hall into what it is today, to give it the look and the feel of the Yuletide season and a Christmas feel and sound. I also want to thank the principal and the management of the school for allowing us the opportunity to take control of their premises so we can find a suitable venue, the size that we needed to host the smallest gathering I think we could have done here in Mayaro. So one of the things that we are going to do when we go back into government, as Dr. Moonilal promised, is that we're going to build things. And we need to build a convention center in Mayaro that could host 500-600 people. And we don't have to cluster up in a state building. And then we have to try and figure out how to work it. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my wife and I, my staff, I want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas, a bright and prosperous 2024. I want to thank Dr. Moonilal for taking the time to come here and share his words of wisdom. I want to thank the political leader for allowing us the opportunity to offer these awards on her behalf in terms of our spirit, in terms of a spirit of determination as we look forward to 2024 and beyond. So with those few words, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for coming. God bless, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
In the absence of the song, who are you voting for? Mayaro don't say? Waya don't say? Beach don't say? Rio Claro don't say? Everybody say? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing, this is the wrap up, the end of this evening's program. Remember, we have provided for each and every one of you. We have some live entertainment for you as well, and some giveaways. When we will announce that you can proceed to the meal station, we will ask of you kindly for tables 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first, and we move in a particular order so that we would not crowd the space, because with the compact hall, we may tend to crowd up a bit, so we will move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then as you see people move on, you can then join, so that we will not end up with a long queue. Alright? I want to bring a young lady who will really do the vote of thanks and bring on our final artist for this evening, who will take you through. Until then, Merry Christmas, and may you have a bright and prosperous 2024. Thank you. Yes, Asha Kabera.
So pleasant good night, ladies and gentlemen. All astonishing, I must I say. Good-looking guests, Mr. Parry, Miss Nell. Good night, everybody. Now, before we go any further, I want you all to give yourself a big round of applause for your dedication and perseverance to the United National Congress. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Almighty God for blessing us with the privilege of being here tonight. It is indeed an honor to be around such hard-working people. I'll give yourself a better round of applause tonight. So I'd like to extend special thanks. Now, if I leave out anybody, wave. I don't want anybody vexed with me when I'm done. Right? All you hear me? Right. So yes, I'd like to extend special thanks to Mr. Chairman Raymond Jose, Chairman of the Mayaro Rio Claro Regional Corporation, Mr. Shaik Mohammed, Chairman of the Mayaro Constituency Executive, Mr. Rodney Charles, Member of Parliament for Naparima, Dr. Roodal Moonilal, Deputy Political Leader of the United National Congress. Feel free to give them a round of applause. Our extremely gifted performers, Ms. Renel Harinarain, and our national instrument player, Mr. Akwil Aki. All our activists, our distinguished awardees, dedicated members of staff, the caterers, decorators, Mr. William Archie for live streaming this event tonight, and the team that made tonight possible. At last but definitely not least, Mr. Rushton Parry, Member of Parliament of the Mayaro constituency. And just to reiterate, Mr. Parry's multifaceted approach to addressing diverse needs has not only enhanced the quality of life in the Mayaro constituency, but also exemplified the standard of community-oriented leadership. His ongoing effort continues to foster a sense of unity, progress, and well-being within communities, making a significant impact on all of our lives. He actively promotes environmental stewardship, cultural and social inclusivity, and his constant reputation for economic and infrastructure development is evident and shines through his continuous representation of the constituents of Mayaro in the Parliament. So as I close, I'd like you all to take a moment to absorb everything I said, because it was a lot. But not only that, but to acknowledge the feeling of accomplishment and pride that each and every one of you sitting here deserves. Thank you once again for your attendance. Stick around for the giveaways, and coming up next, the entertainment from the Shiva Chaito, also known as Dapa. Make sure I put in Dapa, Mr. Dapa. So do enjoy the rest of the night and mix, mingle, and eat the food. All right. Bye-bye, good night, thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so just to remind you that there are two stations which you can go and collect your dinner. So to avoid the crowding, what we'll do is one station that will be on my further left and one on the right. So as soon as it is clear there, we can use new method. There's some people go further that way and some will be on this side. Alright? So thank you for your patience, but please stay along, enjoy the music, and have something to eat. It's Christmas. gentlemen, just a reminder to all awardees, all those who have received the awards, and the councillors, please remain for a few minutes to have a photo or to be up here to take some photos, right? So we are asking all the awardees to please hold on a few minutes, and our guests to please take some photos. And for those of you who would like to take your photos as well up here, feel free to do so. Alright, so have a great day, and enjoy your dinner.